Hello, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rants. Today's episode is going to be titled, Loose Lips Sink Ships. I want to talk about something that doesn't get said enough. Loose lips sink ships. That phrase isn't just some outdated wartime slogan. It's one of the realest truths you'll ever hear. And in a world where everyone's talking, posting, sharing, tweeting, live streaming their thoughts like they're gospel, it's become more relevant than ever. Here's the deal. Too many people talk too damn much. We've built this culture that praises oversharing like it's some kind of virtue. Like dumping your soul out in public is the ultimate form of authenticity. It's not. It's usually just a trap. The more you say, the more people can use against you. There's something powerful about shutting the hell up. There's strength in being the person who doesn't spill everything, who doesn't feel the need to constantly narrate their life. The world doesn't need to know your next move. Your circle doesn't need to know your next plan. Hell, most of the people closest to you don't even deserve access to that information. Why? Because people judge. People talk. People twist your words. And most of them don't care enough to help anyway. We glorify the idea of being seen, but no one talks about the price. Being seen means being scrutinized. It means your successes are everyone's business, and so are your failures. You think your coworkers or acquaintances are happy when you fail? Think again. The more people know, the more they expect, and the more they silently root for you to screw up. It's messed up, but that's reality. And let's be honest, people aren't always good at keeping things to themselves. You think you're confiding in someone, just being open, being real, and next thing you know, your story is bouncing around like a ping-pong ball in conversations you're not even part of. That's not connection, that's exposure. Keeping things to yourself isn't being secretive. It's being smart. It's playing life like a chess game instead of checkers. You don't show all your pieces. You move quietly, strategically. You keep your wins quiet, your losses quieter. Not because you're scared, because you understand that not every move needs a spotlight. The loudest guy in the room usually has the least control. He's looking for validation, for attention, for reassurance. And that's fine if that's what you need, but let's not confuse it with strength. Real strength is being okay in silence. Real strength is not needing applause to keep going. It's trusting yourself enough to not need an audience. We've got to stop acting like talking about something is the same as doing it. That's a trap a lot of people fall into. Thinking that just because they talked about starting a business or getting in shape or changing their life, they've made progress. Talking is cheap. Execution is everything. If you've got plans, protect them. If you've got dreams, guard them. Speak on it when it's done, not when it's just floating around in your head. And no, this doesn't mean becoming a mute or cutting off everyone around you. It means choosing carefully. It means recognizing the difference between vulnerability and self-sabotage. Just because you can share something doesn't mean you should. You want connection? Find people who earn your trust over time. Until then, hold your cards close. Truth is, we live in a world that thrives on information. Social media alone has trained us to believe that every thought needs an audience, every opinion deserves a reaction. But that's noise. That's distraction. The more you feed into it, the further you drift from your focus. You don't need to perform for people. You don't need to turn your life into a story for public consumption. The people around you? Most of them are not your tribe. They're not your ride or dies. They're not going to be there when you hit rock bottom, no matter how much they smile in your face right now. So why the hell would you hand them the keys to your inner world? Learn how to sit with your thoughts without leaking them. Learn how to plan without bragging about it. Learn how to be proud without broadcasting. That kind of control, it's rare, and it's powerful. It makes you untouchable in a world where everybody else is out here bleeding their stories for likes and fake support. And here's another thing. Trust is currency. Real trust is slow, earned, and expensive. Most people want it fast and free. They want to tell you their whole life story and expect loyalty in return. Doesn't work that way. Keep your circle tight, your conversations tighter, and your secrets in your back pocket. Not everyone deserves a seat at the table of your thoughts. Think about how many people you've seen tank their own lives just because they couldn't keep quiet. How many folks have lost jobs, lost relationships, lost opportunities, Not because they were bad at something, but because they said too much to the wrong person at the wrong time. It happens all the time. We don't live in a world that rewards honesty without consequences. That's the ugly truth. Being real is only celebrated when it's convenient for others. The second your truth makes people uncomfortable or disrupts their view of you, they'll use it against you. So be real. But be real with the people who've shown they can handle it. At the end of the day, you've got to ask yourself, do I want to be heard, or do I want to be effective? Do I want applause, or do I want peace? Because most of the time, they don't come together. And the more you speak, the more you give people a chance to misunderstand, misjudge, or manipulate. So yeah, loose lips sink ships. It's not just a catchy phrase. It's a survival strategy. If you're trying to build something, protect it. If you're trying to change your life, stay focused. If you're figuring things out, do it quietly. Let your work speak. Let your results echo. Let people wonder. In the end, mystery is underrated. Privacy is power. And silence? Silence is a weapon in a world full of noise. So don't give them the ammo. Don't hand out the blueprints. Keep your head down, your mouth shut, and your mission moving. Anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rants. Signing out. Have a good one, guys. Goodbye for now.